In this video, we've pulled together another great collection of brilliant but affordable everyday carry gear that's all available from Amazon. So let's get straight into it. Lumintop have impressed me recently with their affordable, well-made flashlights, and they don't come more affordable than this at £10 or $10. This is the EDC01 and it features a quality Osram LED and a very respectable 200 lumen maximum output and runs off a single AAA battery. And that means no charger or cables required. Replacement batteries are affordable and easy to find pretty much anywhere. And when the power runs out, you just need a spare to hand and you're back up and running again. This has an anodized aluminium body and weighs just 27 grams, and that includes the battery, and that's under an ounce. It has an IPX8 water resistance rating, which means it can be submerged and still work fine. And I love the design of this flashlight. There's a lot of nice detail in here. As far as the operation goes, it doesn't get any simpler. Just twist on and then twist off and on again to step through 3 different light levels, and those levels are 6 lumens, 35 lumens and 200 lumens, and the twist switch means that there's no danger of accidental activation when in the pocket. It comes with spare O-rings, a split ring, a carabiner clip and this diffuser, which means it can operate in what you might call a candlelight mode, and very usefully it can tail stand. And all things considered, for the price, I don't think this can be beaten. And as always, I'll include links to everything shown here in the description down below. This is the Gerber Armbar, a very affordable compact multi-tool coming in at around £30 or $. It's all metal at 90 grams or 3.2 ounces and feels very solid in the hand. And I really like this compact design and what I see as an ideal tool set. The knife here is 2.5 inches in length and easy to access with this thumb hole here, and it locks into place with a liner lock for safety, which unfortunately rules it out for UK carry. Then we have a favourite tool of mine, and that is scissors. Now, they are not as sharp or as snippy as a Victorinox and certainly not as smooth, and they are a bit fiddly to deploy, but nevertheless still a good thing to have in this multi-tool. Then we have another great tool to have, although this one is a little bit on the short side. It does though have a scraper edge and a very sharp point, so good for pilot holes and package opening. Then we have the best reason to buy this tool over, say, a Victorinox knife, and that is this screwdriver. And that's because it has length without needing a separate adapter. And it's always good with the screwdriver to have some length so you can get into a tight space. And we have here a standard magnetic 1/4 inch bit holder, which is great too. And it comes with a single but useful reversible flathead and Phillips bit. This tool, like the others with the exception of the blade, is only held in place with friction, so no spring tension, no detent and no lock, and this is a real miss by Gerber. So real care needs to be taken if you're applying pressure as you use this screwdriver, as it could easily slip and trap your fingers, which is not great. Finally, we have a really nice addition to this tool at this end here, and this serves as a striking surface for knocking in, say, a nail or bashing something. And it also flips up to reveal a small pry tool and a very functional bottle opener. Finally, there's no pocket clip, which this tool could really benefit from, as it does feel heavy in the pocket. So even factoring in the rather evident flaws without which this would be brilliant, I still think this is a very good multi-tool for the price. If you want your everyday carry gear in one place, then this might just do the trick. This is the Viperade VE3 EDC Pouch. Now, this is 4 inches by 6 inches, so it'll nicely fit in a coat pocket. It's made from a 500D Oxford fabric material with a PVC wear resistant coating. On one side, we have a zip pouch, and that could be used for coins or cards. And it's nice to see a YKK zipper in use here, and you could also keep some general everyday carry gear in here, and I would consider using this to hold my micro urban essentials kit. And if you want to know more about that particular kit, I'll put a link to that video in the description below. On the other side, we have two pockets here of slightly different sizes, and these are to take things like mini flashlights, folding knives, tactical pens, mini multi-tools, and things like that. And then here we have a larger open pocket that will take a 3.5 by 5.5 inch notebook or something like a smartphone, and this easily takes my iPhone 13 Pro. The webbing straps here are to hold tools with pocket clips, and we have a couple of loops here if you feel the need to attach this to a neck strap. The weight is around 50 grams or 1.8 ounces, so very lightweight, and there are 5 color options to choose from. In short, this is a great quality functional pouch at a very reasonable price, which is £22 or dollars. And if you carry the usual phone, wallet, keys, knife, notebook, pen, and say a flashlight, they could all fit in here, either as a carry option or just somewhere to store them. Everyone should have one of these travel luggage scales, not only for making sure your luggage is within weight limits before you go on a trip, but also for when you are there packing for your return journey. And if you're over the limit, many airlines now will charge per pound or per kilogram. Something like £26 per kilogram is not unusual. And if you've ever had to unpack your luggage on your knees in front of the check-in desk to play the move the weight around the bags game with an audience gleefully watching on, commenting on the state of your underwear, which is now scattered across the airport floor, then you will probably already own one of these. Now, there are loads to choose from, and it's easy to find one cheaper than this, but this video is not about cheap gear, it's about great affordable gear. So I opted for this one from Lifeventure, which costs around £18 or dollars. And that is because it has great reviews from a brand I recognise, works really well and looks good too, with this matte black rubberized finish. Now, the strap solution here is lighter weight and more practical than the metal hook types, and with this one you get a simultaneous reading of kilograms and pounds, and it's useful to know both. It has a maximum load capacity of 50 kilograms, which is loads, and it's easy to use with this really clear and bright backlit display, turning from blue to red when it locks in the final reading. It's small and lightweight at 85 grams or 3 ounces, so you can easily take it with you on your travels, providing peace of mind, and it can easily pay for itself several times over on a single trip. This is the Tomtoc recycled storage pouch, and Tomtoc have been making a bit of a name for themselves when it comes to cases and bags, managing to find a sweet spot combining great design and quality with a seriously budget price tag. And this pouch is made from a tough water resistant recycled fabric made from 100% post-consumer plastic bottles. Then we have a top quality YKK zipper and some really nice design detail and a really high quality feel. Inside it is lined throughout and has two stretchy mesh pockets, which is ideal for something like a charging brick or a mouse or maybe cables. So this would make a perfect minimal tech pouch, but it also works just as well as a toiletry bag or a cosmetics pouch, and it keeps things lightweight, weighing in at just 63 grams or 2.3 ounces, and at less than £10 or $10, it really is hard to go wrong here. This is the Slice EDC folding knife, and Slice do things differently. If you look at a utility knife blade or a scalpel blade, they are initially crazily sharp and just touching the blade can result in a cut. But what if you don't need a blade that's surgeon sharp? Let's say you want it for opening packaging, for example. A super sharp blade can actually be a problem in that case, cutting too deep and digging in or damaging the contents inside. And what Slice do instead is to create a blade that is sharp enough but not dangerously sharp. So contact with the blade is not a problem, but it cuts through cardboard with ease, and in this case to a maximum depth of 10 millimeters, and that's just under ½ an inch. And there's no sharp point here either, so that adds to the safety of this blade. They make the blade using a super hard ceramic zirconium oxide that's almost as hard as diamonds, and it lasts for up to 11 times longer than a steel equivalent, and it never rusts. There are several slice knives in the range. This is the all-metal EDC folding knife with the fidgety flick action, which makes it very nice to use, and it also has a liner lock and also a lanyard hole. It's a great size in the hand when open, and the double-ended blade here can easily be removed and changed without any tools. This costs around $25 or pounds, which I think is great value for something so well made, but there are cheaper options in the range as well, depending on your use. This is the Eono, I think I'm pronouncing that right, microfiber towel, and Eono is an Amazon-owned brand. And this comes in 8 different colours. The one in here is royal blue, and 5 different sizes. And this one is the smallest in the range at 600mm by 300mm, or around 24 inches by 12 inches, and it costs just £10 or $10. Now, a micro towel is a perfect travel product, and I always carry a small one like this in my pack, and it does what a regular towel would do, except it's super lightweight. This one is just 60 grams, which is around 2 ounces, and very compact, as you can see. Microfiber is soft and absorbent, holding 4 times its own weight in water, and it also dries very quickly, and it's resistant to bacterial growth, so hopefully no odor. This small size is perfect for drying you down if you or your gear gets wet in the rain, or say after a quick face rinse when traveling, or if you work up a sweat. So perfect for travel and the gym. And it comes in this vented EVA case, so you don't get your other gear damp if you have to pack it away wet. This is the C1 3-in-1 Cutlery Set from Roxon, and it's all about having the benefit of full-sized usable cutlery in a compact form. So perfect for travel and camping, and anywhere in fact where space is at a premium. It's made from food grade stainless steel and is mirror polished, which is ideal when it comes to cleaning, and the set is held together with magnets, and when separated, simply fold open, and a detent locks them in the open position, giving you a full-size cutlery set. The knife here is partially serrated, and care needs to be taken here as it's actually very sharp, and that's actually a good thing to see when it comes to travel cutlery. As for the price, it comes in at £20 or $20, which I think is very reasonable for such a substantial set, and it comes with this little cloth bag. The only thing to be aware of, I would say here, is the weight, which is 108 grams or just under 4 ounces. So if you are traveling super light, you might prefer something more like a titanium spork. But for everyone else, this I think is a great option. This is the all-weather pen from Rite in the Rain, the makers of the popular waterproof notepads, and this uses a pressurized refill, which means it can write upside down or at any angle and in extreme temperatures. It also, as the name suggests, can write on wet paper, so this is the sort of pen you might want if you need to use a pen outdoors, particularly in tough conditions. The pen is metal and understated in this matte black finish, and quite slim at 3/8 of an inch thick. It has a soft clicker action, so no pen lids to lose here, and there is a pocket clip which works fine, but it feels a little bit flimsy. The price though is good for the features here at £24 or dollars, and I thought this would be interesting competition for the market leading pressurized Fisher Space Pen, as this Rite in the Rain pen is quite a bit cheaper and offers the same benefits. But when you take a close-up look at the packaging for this pen, it turns out it is in fact a Fisher Space Pen in disguise. On first glance, the Gerber Shard doesn't look like much, but it packs a surprising amount of functionality into such a small form factor. It's a compact keychain tool which features a small flathead screwdriver, a medium flathead screwdriver, a Phillips driver, a pry bar, wire strippers, and a bottle opener. All genuinely useful tools to get you out of trouble, with the possible exception of the wire stripper, which can though be adapted for other cutting tasks. It's one of those things that once you remember you have it on you, it can come to the rescue in all sorts of situations, from scraping chewing gum off the bottom of your shoe to opening boxes and tightening screws. It's made from stainless steel with a titanium coating, and the hole in the center here makes it easy to attach a keyring or lanyard. And it's not flat, so it is more likely to catch on clothing or something in a bag or pocket, so it's worth being aware of that. But one of the real benefits of this tool is that you should be able to carry it on a flight in hand luggage. Gerber stipulates that it's TSA friendly, and if you have only hand luggage, at least you'd have some tool capability with you at your destination. Having said that, if airport security take a dislike to it and decide to take it off you, then their position always stands, it seems, irrespective of the rules. I'd be prepared to risk it though, rather than carrying nothing at all. As for the price, it should be about £10 or $10, which definitely makes it a really useful budget tool. Although Amazon in the UK wanted to charge quite a bit more, perhaps to cover postage, so it's always worth shopping around. And if you want to see even more budget travel and EDC gear, then you should definitely check out this link here for another great selection. So that's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching. Have a great day, and I hope you can join me in the next one.